RJ, get out of my way.
No, Uncle RJ, please, please, you can't let him do this. Look, you believe in me. I can change, you know. Not if he's gonna throw me away like a piece of garbage.
He's not throwing you away.
He's gonna hurt me.
Look, this is not the way I would have done it, so I'm not gonna help you, but I'm not gonna stand in your way. Because you finally get to a point where the lying has to stop. All right, fine. If I have to do this alone, then that's just the way it is. Let's go, Rachel.
No. You can't do this, Hank. I won't let you. You cannot commit our daughter against her will.
For God's sake. Can't anybody see that this is killing me? But it's something that's got to be done.
Mom, I've done rehab at St. Anne's, okay? Please don't make me go back there again. Having the staff just yell at me, okay, and watching everything I do and what I say and what I eat. And they just stare at me like I'm this animal who's just gonna go wild. And at Landview Hospital, look, it's a closed ward, okay? And it's locked. And you know how I am in rooms like that. Ever since I was little, Mom, please. All I want to do is just go upstairs and go to sleep. Okay? Mom, please.
I couldn't get away till later this afternoon, so I really appreciate your help. They've already got the specialized equipment installed at the country club, but I think this will make our rooms all the more homey. I know Dylan's always liked this one. Anyway, thanks. Thanks for your help.
Sure, Andy should be here any minute with her car.
Have you had a chance to meet his therapist, Bart Higgins? He's an expert. And I see to it that Dylan gets only the best.
Money's no object.
What?
Nothing. I'm just glad Dylan's gonna get the best.
You don't like me, do you?
Oh, Patrick. Hey, wow, good to see you.
Hi.
Good to see some familiar faces, Nathan.
Didn't expect to see you up here in Boston.
Well, I'm surprised I made it myself. I've been so wound up in my own problems. I didn't even see the invitation that Maggie sent till last night. I'm not too late, am I? Maggie hasn't gone to become a nun without me, has she?
Max?
Maggie?
Hi.
Maggie, what are you doing here?
Well, I could ask you the same question. I thought that you left Boston.
No, I didn't. What's your answer? I mean, why are you here? Aren't you supposed to be in church?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I am.
Well, but you're not. You're... What does that mean? Is that... Did you change your mind?
No, nothing has changed. I'm still going to be a nun.
Oh.
I thought that was pretty clear to you, the way you stormed out of the convent yesterday, telling me that I should go on and have a nice life. I mean, why would you ask me?
Maggie, listen, lighten up, huh? I was just kidding, all right?
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I mean, if anybody got that message from the nun, it's me.
Well, then why are you here?
Why am I here?
Yeah, in Boston.
I love Boston, but I take the Freedom Trail every time I come through town. No, really, I just needed to get some rest before I head back to PA. I was up all night the other day tracking you down.
Yeah, right.
No, but, oh, by the way, that's why I snapped at you. I'm a bit of a bear when I don't get much sleep. Please, I hope you'll forgive me for that. And I really do wish you a nice life. Oh, and a very nice perpetual motion ceremony.
Oh, no, it's perpetual profession.
What?
It's called a perpetual profession ceremony.
Oh, well, I guess before I make an even bigger jerk of myself, I hit the road. I'll see you.
Max, I really hope you'll be happy for me. I'm absolutely positively sure that this is what I want, and that it's right for me.
Then why are you trembling?
No, Patrick, you're not too late. Maggie hasn't become a nun quite yet.
Okay, not yet. And if the Catholic Church is anything like the Episcopal Church, clocks mean nothing.
There you go.
I hear you.
Will you excuse me? I just need something to drink out here.
I think I'll join her. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Reverend, would you mind if I asked you a question?
No, of course not.
How is Dylan's condition? Now, I know he's moving to the country club to start his rehabilitation.
Right, but he's only going to stay there until Marty can get the house renovated.
Yeah, right. My problem is I'm not really at liberty to ask just anyone how he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Look, Patrick, I don't think his condition has changed at all. It appears that he could be paralyzed for life.
And to think he just went up for a shot at the basketball hoop and ended up twisting his back that way, I don't...
That's not exactly how it happened.
But he was at the community center gym, wasn't he?
Yes, he was playing basketball at the gym when he collapsed, but the doctors think that the actual damage occurred when he fell when he was on the island with you and Marty.
What?
Marty told me that Dylan lost his balance, hit his back against a stove, and she was trying to stop him from attacking you.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I won't break. You can say it.
It really doesn't matter what I think, Marty. The only thing that counts is what Dylan thinks.
Why not get it out in the open now? You never thought he should trust me. You probably didn't even want him to marry me, did you?
Where's this coming from?
And you probably blame me for the accident, right?
You were there, Marty. I wasn't.
Well, I do blame myself, all right?
Whatever.
All I'm trying to say is, no matter what you thought about me, things are different now. I'm with Dylan 100%.
Good. I hope things stay that way.
Hey, there you guys are. I have great news.
Nora, what in God's name are you doing?
I will not allow you to commit our daughter to a locked rehab unit. No way.
What, so you think she's just gonna check herself in?
There's another
We tried
way.
that.
It's another way.
Another way.
Yes.
What way is that, honey?
She's gonna move in with us. She's gonna live with me.
What?
Yes. Yeah. We'll get her a personal drug counselor. That's what we'll do. We can afford it. And then there's just have one-on-one sessions. And there's Narcotics Anonymous, meeting every day. All right, more than one meeting. Plus, we can get a 24-hour nurse to live in here. I'll cut my work schedule back to the bone. I will do anything it takes to get my daughter clean and sober.
So you're gonna get Rachel off of drugs all by yourself?
I said I'll do whatever it takes.
Sweetheart, you may be biting off more than you can chew.
I will do whatever it takes.
What about Rachel? Is Rachel gonna do whatever it takes? Rachel, I think we would all like to hear you say something that would prove to us that you're ready to kick these drugs. So, do you have something to say?
Yeah. I want to do what my mom says. I want to do what's right. And I know I can do this. I'll do whatever it takes. If you guys lock me up, but please don't lock me up. Because I'll do anything. Okay? If there's 24-hour nurses, just anything.
We gotta get you in to see someone. I want to call Larry Wolbeck and find the names of the best people around.
No, hold it. Wait. Before we go any further, I need to talk to Rachel. Alone.
I'm telling you, Javier said it right to my face. He's still willing to testify that you were acting in self-defense. You know, the guy who came at you with a box cutter?
What, and you promised him leniency in return?
Well, I promised him that the DA would be lenient. I put a suggestion in that Hank bring these charges down to a simple felony conspiracy because you get into the kidnapping charges, everything gets really complicated legally. And besides, Javier, I mean, he came forward himself anyway.
Hester turned him in.
Did you listen to this guy? It's like he's always suspicious or something.
Yeah, I noticed.
Come on, Tonio, really, you're gonna get your conviction overturned.
I hope so. I really do. And I know Dylan feels that way, too. Well, I have to go check on a patient and pick up a lab experiment, so thanks again for your help, Antonio.
No problem.
Yeah, I'll see you. What's the matter? Why aren't you more excited about this?
I don't know. Something here just doesn't sit right. Maybe it's the way Hester made Javier come in and confess. I just don't know. Besides, Hank hasn't gone in front of a judge and asked him to reopen my case. He can stall until we're old and gray.
How about if I remind you of a word that you taught me not too long ago?
Okay.
Hope.
All right, Rachel. All right, now, Rachel, I'm just going to say this. Drew told me he caught you going through Bo and Nora's things. You had a wad of cash. Now, don't even waste your time going off on him, because he told me only because he cares about you. And we both know what that money was going to be used for. So that pretty little speech you just made about doing whatever it takes to fight the drugs so you can stay here at home with Mommy, well, you can just forget about that. You're nowhere near been ready to come clean, are you? You'll run the first minute you get a chance.
Uncle RJ, you couldn't be any more wrong. Mom, everybody, this is real hard, but I need to come clean. When I woke up earlier, I was real desperate, okay? I mean, I really needed something. And, God, it's like the drugs were just calling my name, you know? I started going through your dresser drawers and your clothes, and I found some money. I'm real ashamed. Anyway, that's when Drew came in, and he's been real sweet and everything, and, you know, like he didn't want to say anything, but, God, I mean, talk about hitting bottom. I mean, there I was, you know, money in my hand, stealing from my mom. All she did was love me. But, look, I swear, those days are over now, okay? I will do whatever it takes, and with your help, I know I'll be strong, okay? I know I'll fight this, but I need my family there, especially you, Mom. Oh, sweetie. I can do this, Mom. I can do this.
I know you can. I know you can.
Well, I don't. Rachel, I love you. But you just lied to everybody, including yourself. So when you're ready to start telling the truth again, you know where to find me.
dinner.
Yeah, well, I agree with RJ. For once. Look, I mean, if she's lying now, how do we know this
Oh, Hank.
turn and run?
Oh, Hank, please, just stop going down that road. Take your handcuffs and your court orders and your APBs, and will you just listen to your daughter for a change? Will you just try and have a little faith in Rachel? Is that so hard for you to do?
All right, Nora. Fine. We'll try it your way. But I still want Rachel to be checked out at the hospital. We'll just get some references and some names when we get there.
Fine. That's just fine. Let's do it. Let's go.
All right. I'll get my car.
Want me to go with you, Ren?
Oh, don't you have that meeting at headquarters?
Not if you need me.
You do think I'm doing the right thing, don't you, by having Rachel come and live with us?
I think that you should do what you think is right. See what...
Look, Rachel, when I told RJ...
I don't need any more help from you, okay?
Okay. Your dad's brought the car out.
What?
I'm just so relieved that we're not enemies anymore.
Well, I think that my hands are shaking because, hey, it's my big day.
Sure it's nothing else?
Yeah, well, my father's meeting me here.
Oh, really? Bishop decided to come.
Yeah, the impossible happened. It's pretty neat, huh? Of course, you know, the old windbag could bail at the last minute. Who knows?
No, the old windbag isn't going to bail.
Daddy. You made it.
Of course.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I knew this was an important day for you, so I came. I always thought I was a pompous old windbag. Has something changed?
Oh, come on now, don't embarrass me.
Look, I need to leave. It was nice seeing you.
No, Max, wait, just... Could you just give us a minute, Daddy?
Of course.
Thanks. Look, this is turning out to be an even more important day than I thought, and
what?
And I know that you said no, but I really want you to stay for the ceremony. Will you do that for me? Hey, Marty, how are you?
Oh, gosh, Rachel, you're back. God, that's got to be a good sign.
What?
The fact that Hank came here after I got that news about Javier, that he's not all distraught about finding his daughter because she's here. She's home. He's got to be in the best mood, so go on, ask him.
What?
About bringing your case before the judge.
I just saw Dr. Goldfarb down the hall. Oh, Shirley, would you mind getting Dr. Goldfarb or seeing if he's ready to see Ms. Gannon? He's expecting her.
Sure.
Mr. Gannon?
Yeah, what? Oh, hi, Antonio.
Hi, Antonio.
Good to have your daughter back, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so far.
and she's safe.
That's great. Look, I don't really want to bother you right now because I know at this time you got a lot on your mind. But I really need to know. Could we please talk about the petition to get my case reopened?
I'm so relieved. You have no idea how worried we've been.
I'm relieved too.
Tell you what, I'm going to go see if I can get in Dr. Goldfarb's office. You can wait in there. Sit out here. You're looking a little tired. I'll be right back. Okay.
Can I get you a chair, Rachel?
You stay away from me, okay? The last thing I need is for you to pretend to be nice, okay? You betrayed me, now back off.
Patrick, you didn't cause this accident to happen. I mean, Marty told me that Dylan fell because he lost
But don't you see, I was there. And if I hadn't been there, he wouldn't have been that angry. It's disaster follows me wherever I go. It's like this huge cloud of sorrow. Forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive here, Patrick. Is there anything that I can do that would help you?
You could give me some advice.
Whatever I can.
After everything that's happened, can my soul ever find peace?
Come to your ceremony.
Please?
Hey, sure, why not? Yeah. Might be the last chance I get to see a friend become a nun.
Good. So you'll come?
Sure. I'll see you there.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks.
Am I wrong, or does it seem that Mr. Holden hasn't exactly come to terms with your decision?
What about you, Daddy? Have you come to terms with my decision?
Well, some things are very difficult, too.
You know what? It's all right. You came, you're here. That's all that really matters. If you can't come to terms with
Maggie,
it, that's fine.
Will you listen to a pompous old windbag for a minute, please?
Sorry.
I've done some soul searching. That first time that I came up to Landview and we quarreled so violently.
Yeah. Brought back a lot of ghosts, didn't it?
It did. And it reminded me all too well of the pain that I'd been through and the pain that I'd made others suffer. You, your mother, your brother, Mark. And it seemed to me that the breach was just too wide. And that no matter how many times we tried, we'd never be able to reach each other. And then you called again. You reached out again.
Yeah, and you came. At least that time I wasn't sopping wet, smelling like I'd taken a gym bath.
Yes, a definite plus. Once again, you talked of forgiveness. You said that you'd forgiven me for all my grave mistakes. And I found myself forgiving you.
That feels good, doesn't it, Dad?
Yes. And as I said, I had done some soul searching, and so this time I decided that I would reach out to you. Because I really am very proud of you. I wouldn't have chosen you becoming a nun, but this isn't about me. This is your day. And I respect it, and you, and I accept it completely.
Daddy, do you realize how long I've waited to hear you say that? And today, of all days, I mean, don't you see? It changes everything.
The hell is this big trail stuff? I had to tell RJ about you digging through the doors trying to pocket that cash.
Why? Huh? So you can make everybody feel like all the pieces come?
No, because I knew RJ was on your side. He didn't want to see you locked up any more than I did. But he was worried that you weren't being straight about you wanting to get off drugs. So he had to know the facts.
You know, when we were in New York, I had this crazy idea, like you were someone I could trust, like we had a connection going on, you know? You know, like you weren't going to sit in judgment like everybody else. Even when I figured out you were a spy for my parents, I thought, you know, you and I, God, you were just like them, you know? Like everybody is so against me.
You're just feeling a little paranoid right now.
Stop telling me how to feel.
I'm sorry. I just meant, you know, maybe when you go through withdrawal, you'll see what I did a little differently. I've been on your side since the beginning.
Do you talk like this every day?
What?
Oh, my God. You're such a suck-up, but, you know, you ratted on me so you could score little brownie points with your old man. You know, the one who forgot about you 20 years or so back.
All right. I've got Dickerson to cover for me. What's going on over there? Looks like they're arguing about something.
I don't know. Let's let him work through it.
I just care what happens to you.
Why?
What?
Huh? Why should you care what happens to me?
I've never met anyone like you before.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means you're the first black, Jewish, law student hooker I've ever met.
Yeah, I'm one of a kind, all right.
Hey, look, listen, I know you got a lot to deal with right now, so I'm just going to stay out of your way, but hold on one second. If you ever need somebody, I'm staying in the carriage house at Lanfair. If I'm not there, leave a message on the machine. I'll get back to you.
Right? Because you're my buddy.
Hi. I got the doctor's office open, okay? 1 second. Hi. Dr. Goldfarber's down in the ER, but he should be back any time. I'm going to take Rachel and wait in his office.
Oh.
The second door on the right. Well, I'll stay with her.
Thank you, Marty. You're an angel. I really appreciate that.
Thanks, Marty.
Sweetheart, we'll be right here, okay?
You hang in there, Rachel. Good luck, Rachel.
Thank you, Drew.
Look, Antonio, I'm trying to deal with Rachel right now.
We all are, Hank. Rachel's gonna be fine.
We hope.
Mr. Gannon, Javier Perez is headed to Statesville right now, and he's sticking to a statement that I was acting in self-defense.
Yeah, well, he's sticking to it, provided that I reduce the charge to felony conspiracy. Right, Andy?
Perez came forward on his own. It saved the county a lot of money.
You know, Antonio, she's really going out on a limb for you.
And I'm grateful. But let's not forget that I spent 6 years in prison for a crime I didn't commit. That's wrong.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm doing this because I have faith in Antonio. Haven't you ever done something just because you believe in somebody?
Oh, Hank, that sounds like the second time today you've been asked to take a leap of faith. Hmm? You did it for Rachel. Why can't you do it for Antonio?
I want you to know that I didn't start down this path of perpetual profession just to rebel against you.
Good.
But now that I have your blessing, it really does change everything. I mean, now I can go into this commitment without worrying about secret little fears like that, you know? I can have an open heart.
Full of joy, I hope.
Yeah, full of joy. Thank you. What?
Max Holton.
Look, Daddy,
I just want you to be sure that he is no more than just a friend.
Daddy,
And
I'm fine.
have you carefully examined what a life of complete celibacy is going to mean?
Look, this is going to be such a special day, and you and I are getting along so well. Why do we have to spoil it with a Spanish Inquisition? Come on, in a couple of... Oh, we're supposed to be at the church.
Right.
It's just that I've been waiting for this for so long, and I'm actually going to go through with this. The real thing.
You're not having second thoughts, are you?
Max, what's up?
Oh, I'm here for the ceremony.
I thought you said you weren't going to make it.
I hadn't planned to.
So then what are you doing here?
We're glutton for punishment? Either that or I have to see Maggie take her vows with my own eyes. Otherwise, I'll never believe she really went through with it.
Look, I can't make any guarantees.
Yes, you can. Just about one thing.
All right, all right. I'll ask the judge to reopen your case.
And you'll do it on the basis of new evidence, so there has to be an open hearing?
Yes, and if the judge tosses out the old conviction, I'll classify the new case as self-defense and go for no prosecution. I'll get my assistant on it this afternoon.
Okay, well, now, how's everyone feeling? Just a smidge better?
Thanks a lot, Hank. This is great. This is great.
I appreciate it. Really. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you bet. Look, we'll count this one for Rachel, huh? I mean, everybody deserves a second chance. And sometimes you just gotta get lucky.
I told you this was a good omen to come here second.
Hank? You're a good man, you know that? I know we're divorced and that every time I'm with you, I yell at you, but...
Yeah.
You're a good man.
Yeah. Listen, how long is the doctor gonna be with Rachel?
I don't know. I don't even think he's up with her yet. Have you, heard any word from Sheila?
No, I called London, but there's no word.
I'm sorry.
Oh, God, Marty. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's been a tough time for everyone. Dylan especially, of course. In fact, I'm gonna head over to the club and check on this next phase of his rehabilitation as soon as I can pick up my lab experiment. I don't like to leave him alone for too long, you know. He tries not to get depressed, but it's hard. Here they are. Gosh, I thought I lost them.
You're still driving that, pretty red sports car?
Uh-huh. But I just ordered a new van so that they can set it all up for Dylan's wheelchair. Gonna put a special lift in it and these locks and all sorts of things. Eventually, he should be able to drive it himself. The main thing is just helping him focus on his recovery. Hey.
Right.
You okay? Why don't you sit down?
God, I just get shaky sometimes.
Yeah. Your body's gonna do all sorts of weird stuff when you're going through withdrawal. But you know what the great thing is about your future?
What?
It's all in your hands. What happened to Dylan, it may not be reversible, but what happened to you is. And I know this is gonna sound hokey and all that, but you just need to treat today like the first day of a whole new life. It's gonna be hard, but you can do it.
I know I can. I just gotta really try, you know? And I'm really gonna do it.
Yeah, thanks. Look, I know it's not gonna be easy. But I know how strong you are. And it is doable. Trust me, I know I've been there.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do whatever it takes.
Good. That's a good attitude. Hey, if you need anything, just ask.
Thanks, Marty. You're great.
Patrick, I don't know you very well, but you don't strike me as the kind of guy that says 10 Hail Marys and goes about his business.
Not bloody likely, no.
I'm thinking maybe what you need to do is something constructive, something for somebody else. Perhaps that'll give you some peace inside yourself.
Thanks.
It's a good idea.
Mr. Oltl?
Oh, well, again, Bishop. I don't know if you've met another one of Maggie's friends, Cord Roberts.
Pleasure, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Just want to say that your coming here means a lot to Maggie.
Yes, and I could say the same about you. This must be a difficult day for you.
Excuse me?
It seemed clear enough to me that you have feelings for her.
Yeah, well, you got me there, but hardly anything that we can do about it, is there?
I'll see you later.
We're not out of the woods yet. The judge has got to rule in my favor first.
Well, he could, he might, and he probably will. So, are you going to keep hoping?
How about slightly optimistic, since I've got such a good teacher?
Well, I suppose I'll just have to settle.
You know, I'm not going to forget what you did for me. As a matter of fact, I want to pay you back a little right now. I want to take you someplace special. Come on.
Bye.
Goodbye, guys.
Oh, great. Tell you what, I've got to run down and pick up this lab experiment. How about I call your parents and they can wait with you? You be okay for just a second?
Yeah, I'm okay. You go on ahead.
Okay, I'll be like 2 minutes.
Honey, I'm willing to be proven wrong, but I still think that Rachel has to hit bottom. Otherwise, she's never going to be ready to accept help.
But, I mean, that's what she said. When Drew caught her in our bedroom after she'd stolen money from us, I mean, don't you remember that? She said she felt like she'd really hit rock bottom. My God, she'd almost prostituted herself for drug money. She's there, Bo. She's ready.
You know, I hope you're right.
Hi.
Hey.
I have to go down to the specimen lab for a second, and I don't think Rachel should be alone. Do you two want to go?
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
the doctor's office with her?
Sure.
Yeah, well, where's it, around the corner?
Yeah, it's, you'll see his name is on the door.
Thank you.
Great, thanks.
Here. Stupid elevators take so long.
Rachel, honey? Rachel? Rachel?
Where did she go?
Marty just left her.
Oh, my God.
I told you, Nora. I warned you.
She's got to be in the hallway.
Forget the hallway, huh? She's in the parking lot by now. Bo, call security. I knew we couldn't trust her.
Here goes. Where's Maggie?
You've always shown me the way, Lord. Please. What do I do?